All throughout Europe, all through the day, all through the night, journeys of mercy are being made. This German group of paramedics from Frankfurt are making the 1,250-mile journey to the Polish border to use their ambulance bus to help provide medical care to Ukraine's refugees.
We call it in Germany Ambulanzbus. So there's a big bus who you can take 6 people on the beds here, and you can take medical care of them. It's like an emergency room on rolls.
But the Germans aren't the only Samaritans on the road to Medica. Indeed, the approach is full of people arriving with aid.
Поїхати в Краків, Варшаву, Гданськ, Німеччина, Італія. Формується черга з тієї сторони. Будь ласка, ставайте в чергу наперед.
This crossing and everything that goes with it has ballooned even in the week since we first came here. It has become a village, albeit with no permanent inhabitants. Just those on their way through, trying to work out what comes next. A process even set to music. Surreally, almost no item can't be found donated or abandoned at this weird frontier. Such is the demand on transport, the police have asked if the paramedics could drive families to Przemyśl, the next town.
Хотіли пускати. На морозі. 2 поїзда проїхали, нас не взяли. Ми такі маленькими дітками стояли, чекали поїзд. Не відкривали двері поїзда.
The baby's name is Lev. It means lion, which could hardly be more appropriate. All the children of this country are being forced to summon a courage beyond their years. What's your name?
Lesia, Victoria, and my brother Andrei.
Andrei. Hi, Andrei. My name's Lewis. Where have you come from in Ukraine?
Kharkiv.
From Kharkiv?
Yes.
So very bad fighting in Kharkiv?
Yeah, very bad.
How long have you been travelling? How many days?
2 days.
2 days?
Yes. Very cold.
This will be the end of the journey for few. Most, including little Lev, will have much further to go. And more courage to show. The morning train from Rzeszów on the border to Krakow, 2 hours to the west. It is yet more time spent, more energy expended. But as desperate as it feels on here, and it does, you're never far from something to lift the spirit, a bit of heart to punctuate the pull. Volunteers at each stop handing over food and water at every carriage door. Look at that. It's needed, all this supplies. That was full of bread 30 seconds ago. It's now completely empty. Just look at this. Just look at this. Imagine New Street Station or Euston Station or King's Cross Station, Manchester Piccadilly Station like this. That is the scale of what this country is facing. Where are you going now? You're from Kharkiv. Where are you going now?
We go to Germany.
When you think of Vladimir Putin, what do you think?
Пошел нахуй, Путин. Пошел ты нахуй.
Putin, terrorist number 1.
Yes.
Terrorist number 1. And how old are you?
I'm 17.
You're 17.
Yes. I study in high school and so я навіть не встигла закінчити школу. Насправді в мене було дуже класне життя і ці ситуації дуже змінили моє життя. Я досі не можу зрозуміти, що це сталося саме з Україною.
Many here don't know where they're going. But some are luckier. 1.2 million have entered Poland. And yet there are no refugee camps. And that's because of people like Kasia and Marcin.
Nice to meet you, Lewis. How are you doing? You all right?
Poles who have taken in entire Ukrainian families to their homes. A family of 4 has become 7.
And to be clear, you don't know Oksana?
Not at all.
You never met her before?
Never.
She came to stay with you, which was... When did she arrive?
Last Wednesday. Ash Wednesday.
Do you know others who have done it?
Yes. Actually, we are surrounded by people who did that. Our cousin who lives next door, yesterday he took a family of 3 as well.
Do you have any idea how long this arrangement will last? I mean,
No
presumably
one
not.
does.
No one doesn't, yeah.
So it's open-ended.
Well, that's what I told her when I picked her up at the train station. I said, okay, you can stay with us as long as you need to.
It isn't just the family thinking about the long term. The Polish authorities are seeking to integrate refugees at such speed that in less than a week, Oksana's kids have already been enrolled in a local school.
Як мені в польській родині, я дуже вдячна, і дуже мені добре здесь і моїм дітям. І я вважаю, що мені просто дуже пощастило, що я потрапила в цю родину. І що ще сказати, не знаю. Правда, дуже пощастило. Я цих людей я не забуду ніколи в житті. І мої діти теж будуть пам'ятати, що вони зробили для нас, для чужих людей.
In Poland, we remember the Second World War, yeah, and for example, my grandfather, he was a soldier, and I believe that he survived because at some point some stranger helped him as well.
This war, like that war, is hell. But now, as then, in hell's embers, everywhere you look, there is light, the best and worst of us. The uncomfortable thing, when you really sit and think about it, is that one has to flow from the other. Humanity in all its shades.